No.
Let's do it.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite Damu from the West Side Fruits. We got the homegirl in the building. You anonymous?
No.
All right, okay. What's your name then?
Meechy.
All right. We got Meech in the motherfucking building. And today, I'm going to be asking her some motherfucking questions. We've been all over the place because I've been doing her hair. So I can't even say if it's going to be gang banging, gang related, gang affiliated, parental, wife, relationship. You know what I mean? We're all over the place. We're just all over the motherfucking place. We here and y'all listening, y'all tuned in. So, here we go. Unlock this for me. Unlock that for me. We're a little under the influence. You already know we 420 friendly.
DUI.
Not a DUI. Nigga. Doing it under the influence on the Dead Homegirls. It's 2025. You ready for these questions?
Yes, ma'am.
You think you ready for these questions?
No, I'm definitely ready.
Is this your first interview?
No.
You been on a podcast before?
I have not been on a podcast, but I've been interviewed.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So what's the scariest thing about parenting?
The scariest thing about parenting is not knowing if you're giving your kids the right advice. Like, not knowing if you're parenting correctly. That everybody says it's like it's not a handbook, and it's definitely not.
They do say that.
But the scariest thing for me about parenting, and I've experienced it, is not being able to guide your kids the way that, I don't want to say that you want them to go, but like guide them in a way that they're going to be successful and they're going to be able to.
A proper influence.
Yeah.
Okay, just being a proper influence.
For sure.
So, Meechy, y'all caught her name. Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Linwood, California at St. Francis Hospital.
Come on, St. Francis. Shout out to St. Francis. Some of y'all was born there. Y'all know about it. Big Linwood in the building. Okay.
But I was raised in the Antelope Valley in Lancaster.
Oh, okay.
So that's a big stigma especially for African-American people. Like, oh my God, you was raised in Lancaster. Okay, but I was. And I'm thankful for that experience because I'm a firm believer in your destiny is what it is. So I can say I came from to Antelope Valley from Compton, Mona Park Projects,
right?
El Segundo and Mona. That's
what
where
age?
I originated. I was little.
Okay.
I started kindergarten in Antelope Valley.
Okay.
But I say that to say that was the plan all along in my destiny because I was already cutting up being raised in Antelope Valley. Like I was cutting up. So I feel like if I was there, if I was raised in the Compton area, I feel like now, just knowing how it's evolved and everybody like this thing about, oh, she's from Compton. But it's a good place in terms of it's black people.
Okay.
I was raised with a lot of others, white, Mexican, a lot of others.
Yeah.
The only black person in the class from kindergarten to the 5th grade.
You was.
I was.
Come on, say that.
Yeah. So I was raised out here. And
like that was different.
I was raised out here, but the crazy part about it is I didn't turn out like I was raised out here, if that makes sense. So, like, I always wanted to be around my roots, my people, like, whatever they was doing type shit, right? So, we already got to think, oh, black people do this, that, and the third. I have been convicted of several felonies.
Okay. What was the most traumatic thing growing up in the Antelope Valley, though?
The racism, for sure.
Really?
For sure. Nigga, I'm in kindergarten class. My parents, the only thing when we moved out here, what my parents told me, my mom and my daddy said, if anybody call you a nigga, take off. Right? Okay, but I'm a little ass kid.
Right, you said kindergarten.
Little ass kids just want to have friends.
That's a fact.
Right? So I done been called, and I was in the Girl Scouts, and I was a brownie. That was fucked up. That was fucked up.
I don't even know what a brownie means.
I had a brown little outfit, and I remember in kindergarten, the little girl saying, ha ha, you're a brownie because you're brown. Ha ha, like it was like
what
some
other
bullshit.
Colors are there?
Well, it's the brownies, it's the bluebirds, it's the fucking green Girl Scout little outfit. So you got the green, the blue, and the brown. Right.
Okay, it's just them three. Okay.
That was my first instance of like racism, and that was fucking from a kindergartner type shit.
Is it
first grader
or discrimination?
It was racism because my brown skin. Ha, you're a brownie because you're brown. Right? So I done been called niggas, African spear chuckers.
Not the
Look at the
spirit
African
checker.
spirit checker. What are
I'm
we?
not about to play with you.
I'm
It
just
has
saying,
been a time.
like it's been really
it's been a time. It's been
I
an
appreciate it
experience.
though. I'm gonna tell you why I
You
appreciate
wouldn't
it.
change it.
I wouldn't change it.
Okay.
I wouldn't change it because the me that I am, it's a thing called implicit bias. And everybody has a bias about something, somebody, a race, a color, like everybody got that. So for me, I understand I have that. I'm an equal opportunity. I just really don't like too many of nobody if you on fuck shit. So I don't care if you're white, if you're black, if you're Mexican, whatever. If you on the fuck shit, then I'm not good.
Okay. You ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, I can't mess with it because I just feel like the person that I am, I'm giving everybody a chance. I'm like, that's just what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you. What does respect mean to you?
Respect. Oh, that's such a... People use that so loosely.
Respect?
The word respect is used so loosely for... To me, respect is... The first thing is you going to treat people how you want to be treated. So, they say respect is earned, not given. I think it's given initially... And if you see otherwise, then that's where you start to tweak your beliefs about respect in a certain person.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to give it to you off top. But if I see something different, then okay, now we have to reevaluate the situation. So,
yeah.
But basically, in a nutshell, is I'm going to treat people how I want to be treated.
Right. It's your opinion. Do you gangbang? Why not?
Because I was raised in Antelope Valley.
It's gangs in Antelope Valley, though.
Girl, fake.
Just not when,
fake.
they're fake. Okay,
Most
say
of
that.
it is.
You heard
Most of
her.
it is
She's claiming it. So
I'm
don't
just
get
saying,
mad
like,
at her if she's saying your
I
hood
grew
ain't out
up
here.
and people was gang banging. I'm from so and so Crip gang, so and so blood gang. But at the end of the day, this Antelope Valley was not. It's not that atmosphere. It's never been that.
It wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that.
How do you know when you've met your soulmate? Have you met your soulmate?
And did.
Okay.
And did. How do I know? It's a whole long story.
Now we're going to run out of time.
Yeah, right. It's a long story.
Find the fuck
I
out.
knew when I met my soulmate.
Synopsis.
When I met my soulmate, I knew it because even right now, 24 years later, we just always understood each other.
Now we got a motherfucking...
We got to start over.
A person. Y'all, you know, we're under the influence. We got people dropping grandkids off. What are you expecting? Professionalism? It's the HoodChick podcast. You're here. You're tuned the fuck in. And we're going to move right along because I don't know if she can complete her sentence, her train of thought, where we was. Okay, well, finish it then. Pick up where we left
I believe we were talking about what is respect to me. And basically just treating a person how you want to be treated.
Yes, you did.
You giving them the initial clean slate, metaphorically.
Okay, I remember now.
You got a clean slate.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it to you in hopes that you give it back. If you don't, then hey, it is what it is.
Is there a right or wrong way to spoil your kids?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Elaborate. Is the wrong way? What's the wrong way?
Parenting, my experience is... So when I first became a parent, I had my first daughter a month before I turned 20.
Okay.
So immature, going through different struggles and different little shit. Then then put together with my upbringing. Like, my mama didn't give a fuck about none of that.
Okay.
None of it. So with my kids, I try to be a little softer, a little gentler. It's
Not
a fine... No, because you got to have gentle-ass kids to do gentle-ass parenting.
Okay.
So with mine, it's a... Well, I feel... Anyway, it's a fine line between... how you're raising your kids and how the outcome is with them. Like, any kid, most of the time you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. So you have to know where that barrier is, where that boundary is. So
when to draw the line.
It's a lot about boundaries with your kids. Like, I used to get on my kids, probably cuss them out, whoop their ass, whatever it was. Then I'd be feeling bad later. And not to say I don't, no way condoning child abuse. Let's get it straight. Let's get it together.
Yeah.
But if you're behaving in a manner that, if I've taught you and you know, Like they say, if you know better, you do better. With kids, it's all about teaching them. They're going to test the boundaries. So then, for me, I didn't get a parenting class. I didn't get a fucking manual, a handbook, or no shit like that. I raised them how I would have wanted my mom to raise me.
Okay.
But turns out...
That makes sense.
That was too soft. It was too soft.
So tough love is recommended.
I feel, for me, yeah. And I'm still working on it. I have 4 kids. They're all young adults. And I'm still working on the tough love with them because my oldest daughter pissed me the fuck off like 97% of the time.
Okay.
And I still be like, oh,
right, you love
my daughter.
Yeah.
Because I love her.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be abusive in a way that's going to carry her through life with that trauma. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I got carried through life with trauma from my mama. She didn't give a fuck about none of that. And so for me, I think each kid needs to be raised. I have 4 kids in one house, but each of those kids have to be raised differently from one another because they're all individuals. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
And I don't have none. What is one thing you never wanted to do? I know you mentioned you have felonies. Is that something you never want to acquire?
Well, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a kind of a hard question. I feel like just because of my experiences in life, everything that I did in life, I could really say, oh, no, I never wanted to do that. But that was never a passing thought to me. Like, oh, I don't never want to go to jail. Like, I never thought that I don't never want to go to jail, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know some people can say that.
Yeah,
they ain't never thought that. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I never thought it.
That you ain't even had the thought to even...
I think after the fact is when I'd be like, yeah, I don't never want to... I could say I don't never want to do that again.
Okay.
Type shit. You know?
didn't want to be there for sure. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
With you having a partner, are you married? Mm-hmm. How long have you been married?
24 years.
Would you know how to accept him if he didn't express his emotions?
Yeah.
How would you accept that?
I do, just because I already
think that now.
It's like that now.
Okay.
I'm like that now, but I've always been like that. For one, I have like a counselor spirit about me. And because of my upbringing and me being like, quote unquote, the black sheep and going through my shit and not getting that acceptance, it's already in me. So whether it's my significant other, whether it's the kids, whether it's a friend, like, I'm going to accept you because I believe in meeting people where they at.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That makes sense. No right or wrong answers. You know, it's your opinion. What job would you be terrible at?
A detective. I always say this. You
had You had a whole like detective party. I ain't gonna put out the name and all of that.
I did. I did. But I didn't solve shit.
Oh, okay.
I didn't solve shit.
Say that.
The reason why I say that, because being a detective, like, you have to pay attention to details. Like, it's a fucking cigarette butt. It probably was from 7 years prior. Don't have shit to do. I probably leave the cigarette butt there just because I don't be really
paying attention to that much detail.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not real detail oriented, so yeah, that would be the worst for me.
Is date night important?
Yes.
Why so?
Because it gives you time to reconnect. Like, excuse me. My life is go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Go to work, go home, eat, go to sleep.
Okay.
With the significant other, or even with your kids, your grandkids, whatever it is, you have to allow that time, right, to recenter and refocus. I was just telling somebody the other day, I started a new job. It's been a month. And with the job, okay, 5 days a week. Then the weekend, we got something to do. We got a football banquet. We got to go to Vegas. We got to do this, do that. Like, all these plans that we have. And it doesn't give me a time to reset myself. Okay. So you have to find time to reset yourself with a date night, with a just chill out, with a just, even if it's one day out of the weekend on a Sunday morning, y'all have brunch together or you do whatever. It has to have necessary. That. It's necessary, for sure, because we all get lost in our own shit, right?
Makes sense.
And Miguel Ruiz, in one of his 5 agreements, is it's not all about me, right?
Shout out to him.
So I have to remember, Like, I'm going through a whole lot of shit, and I'm me, oh, I'm stressed, oh, all this little bullshit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not about me. If I'm sharing my life with other people, then I do need to make it about them. So a date night is very, very imperative.
Being a mom, would you or do you think or feel like dolls make little girls teenage moms?
No. I don't think that. My mama grew up with dolls. Okay. I grew up with dolls. I think it comes down to what the kids are seeing. Like, kids nowadays, it just the fuck might. It just the fuck might, because times have changed. So all of us women, I think to some extent, even when we was little, we played house, we played dolls, we played whatever.
Right.
And everybody didn't become a teenage mom. So I would say no to it. It just depends on
dolls.
it just depends on the circumstances. It could for some, but for some it probably won't be that way.
Give me a hater statement. Something a hater would say.
I'm not a hater, so let me think about it for a minute.
Yeah, you just got told some shit by a hater. A hater done said some shit to you, to where you knew. Like, yeah, that's some hater shit.
Who the hater shit?
Not that ain't even happened.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. A hater statement. Girl, you got me stumped. Yeah. We gonna have to come back to that one.
No worries.
I can't think of that.
What's a love tap?
A love tap. Girl, you're getting a little bit difficult in these questions now.
Not difficult.
A love tap.
After 24 years, you don't know what a love tap is? So
from my honey, a love tap
probably
is like grabbing me like on my shoulder and doing a little massage. I don't know. A love tap. Like, I don't know.
This the giggle. Let me find out. Are religions cults?
Some are. For me, so I was raised a Catholic. It's wild to me. It's wild. It's wild to me, because who is black is a Catholic. It's crazy. But not even that.
Catholic school.
I did too. Catechism and some.
I swear to y'all, I wanted a rosary tattoo because I just felt like it'd be so cute on my ankle, and I was just like, "Girl, what?" After really thinking about it, it was just like,
so
you're doing that for all the wrong reasons.
For me, I was raised a Catholic. And in between, like, growing up younger, like, my friends was going to Baptist churches, whatever churches, the Christian churches. I would go, little church bus, all little shit. It didn't move me. When I met my husband, he was raised a Muslim. So I converted to Islam, partially because partially because of his mom. But what I learned was, so we was going to the mosque in Lancaster, California.
Come on, mosque.
Right? So if you go to a LA mosque, it's black folks. Like, we in the mosque. Like, we in that thing, right?
Okay.
In the Antelope Valley, so customary tradition. No, they wasn't even Caucasian. They were Middle Easterns. But this is the thing. Nobody like us.
Oh, shit.
Nobody, okay?
No shit.
So, customary, when you go to the mosque, you stand shoulder to shoulder with your sister. And when I went to the mosque and they was scooting over from me, it was weird.
I bet. They said,
It was weird as fuck. So, to me, I wouldn't necessarily say a cult, but it have been. What's that motherfucking, David Koresh? That was a fucking cult. Fucking Jim Jones was a cult. Like, all that shit was cultish.
Don't drink it.
Right. That's cultish to me.
Yeah.
But religion as a whole, I wouldn't say is a cult. But what I will say this also is, at this point in my life, I don't necessarily follow religion. I build my own relationship with the Most High.
No harm, no foul is your opinion. Y'all can't condemn her. If a man is gay, is he gay forever?
I would say no. And the reason I would say no, like, if you are, Nowadays, girl, it's gay, transgender, non-binary, all the little bullshit. It's a lot of levels to the shit. But it's crazy you just asked that because I saw something on the internet the other day, and it was a gay boy, and he was like, God delivered me from the spirit of homosexuality. So I feel like, really, especially now, the generation, they don't even really know what a gay is. They're like trisexual. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see. You know what I mean? So I think you can get out of being gay if that's not really where
you want to be.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you feel the same way about being straight, heterosexual. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference between growth and stability?
Growth and stability. Stability is you can be stable in every aspect of your life and going on about life like Groundhog Day. Get up, go to work.
It's repetitive.
It's repetitive.
Yeah.
That's stability. Growth, I think they gotta go hand in hand because just because you're stable don't mean you're growing.
Okay.
Right? So growth to me is one, learning from your mistakes, willing to take advice, suggestions. Like, it's a saying, it says, smart people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from others' mistakes. So I feel like wisdom is growth, right? To me, I mean, you can grow from your own mistakes, you can, but I just feel like growth, you have to be willing to grow. I've heard people say, well, I've been doing this for 30 years, so why change it now? So if you stop growing, you might as well be dead.
Okay. What's the difference between abortion and burying your child?
That's a different question. Okay. Abortion and burying your child. Well, abortion, the child is most likely not developed enough to even have a burial.
Okay.
So, yeah. You don't even give the child a chance to grow into a place where if something happens to that baby, now you put them in a casket, you get ready to bury them and do all those things. So I guess that's the difference. It's the growth of the embryo, I guess.
Do you have a message for the youth?
Don't do what I did, shit.
What the fuck is that?
That's my message. Like, I just, for real, my message would be just to be a good human. Just like people talk about religion and God and all these things.
Right.
You have all these rules to religion, right? But what God said is just be a good, righteous, just human being. So I would say that to the youth. Just be a good human being. Be a good human.
Okay.
That's all.
What's the difference between a father and a daddy?
A father, if you have a kid, they make you a father.
Okay.
A daddy is being present and doing the things that are required of a man that has a child. Taking care of your seed is a daddy. To me.
What's the dumbest thing your parents had you believing as a kid?
The motherfucking Santa Claus.
Okay.
Motherfucking Easter Bunny.
All right.
All that old little fucking bullshit.
I'm going to tell y'all what the fuck mine was. Do you know my mama had me believing in Hawaiian Punch and she was stalking the shit out of me? You want a nice Hawaiian Punch? Like, on some real shit.
So if anybody asks you if you want some motherfucking Hawaiian Punch, you're going to kindly decline.
Oh, absolutely. At this point in my life, PTSD. You know, she did that.
Hawaiian Punch is crazy.
What? Would your relationship last without sex?
It been lasting a whole long ass time.
At this
point. For me,
yeah.
If I'm just speaking for me,
you are.
I feel like it would, because I'm cool on all that.
Yeah, right. Not as overrated.
It is. They're pumping up too much, girl. For real.
Let me find out. What is toxicity?
Toxicity.
Don't don't sigh like that.
Toxicity. A toxic person is like, here's an example. You cussing me out all the time. But at the same time, I'm cussing you out so you can cuss me out, and then we be cool later. It's toxic as fuck. I'm just saying.
Okay. Because I'm like, you're really saying don't argue?
No, I'm not saying don't argue. I'm saying don't pick a fucking fight.
Don't
just for the fuck of it to pick a fight and then be cool later because you know you just picked the fight and you fucked with them anyway. Just fuck one and you knew you was gonna get a rise and that was cool with you. That's toxic as fuck.
Alright. What's the weirdest thing someone has done in your house?
Oh my goodness, the weirdest thing someone has done in my house. Probably tell me how to run it. That's weird as fuck. That's weird as fuck.
Not they told you how to handle your household.
Don't do it. This is my shit. I don't need it.
You said how many years of marriage?
24.
In
fact, it's March.
It's March 1st.
It's going to be 25 years on the 20.
On. March 2020.
Wait, no, what is this?
It'll be 25 years of marriage for these motherfuckers.
March 20.
So I'm going to make sure I put this out.
23rd. March 23rd is going to be 25 years.
Okay.
Yes.
The location on or off, is it a problem?
If we weren't already in the habit of having it on,
okay,
turning it off will be a problem. But if we never established, like, I got Life 360 on me, my husband, my kids, like, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So if any point you turn it off, yes, the fuck it's a problem. Because we should have never got on the shit from the get-go if you didn't want me to know where you was at.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What makes a man a man?
Providing. That's the first thing I will say. Providing for your family. So, the man that raised me, my stepfather, I consider him my dad. Because he did all the things that my father didn't do. He provided for kids that weren't his. He just was a provider. He made sure we was straight. He gave us, not only did he provide financially, but like he schooled us, he taught us, he made sure that we knew life as he knew it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because he was giving his examples, basically. Yeah. Is it considered broke? Splitting the tab between friends?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm a tab splitter. Like, if you got an appetizer and I had a meal or whatever, like, if you couldn't, I would.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, no.
Is family being involved in your relationship good or bad?
All the way bad.
Why?
Bad. So, for me, like, my family, on some real shit, they don't get involved in my shit because they know me.
Okay.
So they don't fuck around. But my husband's family, he has sisters. So, like, I have brothers, too. My oldest brother got married, but me and my oldest brother have always been tight. So, when he got married, I was kind of in they shit a little bit because, like, that's my nigga. That's my brother. Like, you got me fucked up. But I had to learn. If he's happy with what's going on with him, I'm cool with that. My husband's sisters, even his mama, they didn't like me for a time. They was all in our shit all the time.
Damn.
But the thing I love so much about my husband, that he didn't give a fuck about none of that because wife was always the wife. To his mom, to his sisters. Not that he disrespected them or anything like that. But he understood, like, when you decided to get married, then that became your priority.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And before we leave, can men and women simply be friends?
I feel like they can.
Okay.
A lot of niggas think that is not a thing. But I feel like the people that think that, the men that think that, maybe they had bad experiences. Oh, that's my best friend. Whole time you fucking a nigga. type shit. So I think it comes from a place of their experience where they feel like it can't be a thing. For me, I think it's possible for sure.
Okay. And that's after
24 years.
25 this month. It's March.
This the thing.
25 years of marriage.
He be like, oh, that's the homegirl.
Men and women can coexist. Oh, right.
That's definitely the homegirl. That's the homegirl.
For sure.
No, but I'm talking about people that I don't know. I never do. I feel like your homegirl should know me because she should be my homegirl too then at this point.
Okay.
And if we have a thing like that, then we good. Not even the same friends, but if I say a nigga's my homeboy, he gonna know my husband.
Okay.
And they gonna be cool like, oh yeah, that's the homegirl husband. That's my nigga too though. Like that's my homeboy like type shit.
Got you.
Yeah.
That was Meech, ladies and gentlemen. What's your Facebook? You want to shout yourself out?
Nah.
All right. She said, fuck
I'm
y'all.
incognito.
I'm Lady Scrap. You know, half a coochie and all that other motherfucking shit, but the woman's whole. It's really whole, though. Y'all only gonna get half. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the shit, it's the HoodChick podcast. You got somebody for me to interview? You want me to interview you? HoodChicks35@gmail. Like, comment, follow, subscribe.
Say it again. Like, comment, follow, subscribe. Let's get it.
All right. You heard her. You heard me.